Hey boardies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're looking at Coralia. This weighs over 1,300 grams. It's published by Huch and it's been designed by Michael Reineck. Now I have actually zoomed out. You might notice a difference in terms of what I'm normally filming with. I'm using a different camera here today. And this is a game which takes about an hour to play. As you can probably tell, we are set underwater. And we use this little kind of device here to basically roll some dice and pick those to decide where we want to go. Now, you might have noticed this doesn't actually come in the box. This is something that someone actually has added to it, which I think had chocolates in it, which we'll use to kind of keep the dice nice and secure inside the box container. So if any questions about this, do always let me know in the comments of best on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And yeah, we're trying to get the most points by basically set collecting and getting various cards into play and placing those dice out and triggering whatever it is that we land on. If you have any questions, as always, do let me know at the comments best on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. But also head through and you might find via the description YouTube any kind of updates, comments, errata, etc. And also links through to the podcast, as well as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X, Patreon, etc. to support the channel. So, just dropped something on the floor, you might have heard. It is a treasure chest. So as you can see, it's quite a popular, populist kind of looking board, and we've got various types of cards. We are going to have things such as these pearls. You try and have the most pearls, the four most valuable pearl cards you have will score you. So you're going to shuffle these up, and you're going to have various decks. As you can see inside the box, they kind of all come together. So you're going to shuffle all these up together, and then have them as three separate piles. So you're going to have one pile relating to pearls. You're going to have one to do with fish, and you're trying to get different fish. Typically there's 5, but there are opportunities to get more. And you have starfish as well, which as you'll see is a kind of a combination of other stuff. So you've got better pearls, etc. But don't worry about this. I will tell you about this one more time. So you're going to replace and bring out a starfish card, which you could potentially get, or it's going to be out in show already. And then we've got a fish, of which I think it's a bannerfish. So various cards to play with. You're also going to have various these turtles out as well. So you're going to place one of these turtles out into respective locations, and what these represent basically are special abilities should you roll a turtle die value. Now, speaking about rolling dice, check out my dice distancing playlist to see how far dice roll and whether or not you will need a dice tray. You'll notice there are 6 different kind of reefs or areas of this reef, and this game, this basically means that 2 will not get played with, so 2 of them you'll put back in the box and you'll play with them another game. This is a game whereby you play this either 2, 3 or 4 players, and somebody's going to start off and is going to take 4 dice of 4 different colours. There's a few different colours out there, and basically do this, which doesn't do much as you can see in some respects, but it's going to give you different values. It doesn't matter if it's the same one. And you're also going to have treasure chests out as well, which can give you stuff too. I'm just going to leave them face up just to make it a bit more, I guess, apparent what we might be doing here too. So, like I said, you're trying to get the most points. It's kind of a family weight game. We're going to have a setup play and review playlist, the AmassGames playlist, as well as I said, that family weight playlist too. It's also going to be a sleeving playlist too. You're also going to have this kind of player aid card about how to set it up. So you're going to mix up these turtle tiles as I mentioned. You're going to place them all visible as well over here. And like I said, the rest of them are face up. And anything else you're not playing with, you're going to place off to the side. Everyone's going to get 2 octopus tokens. You're going to pick your favourite colour, whatever it might be as well. There are 2 kind of ghost dice tokens as well, or might be playing with them as well. Specifically, in a 2 or 3 player game, I'm kind of giving you an idea if you're playing this. Probably blue is the worst colour with this background, but there we go. You can have your diver token as well, and as you can see, you can get points as you go around the track too. This is kind of a Kramer track whereby you can get points as you go around the board. So on your turn, I said somebody's going to start off and they are going to pick one of those dice, and you are going to be placing out one of these dice wherever you like on the board. So let me show you what you could be doing on your turn. So imagine I had rolled a pearl, so you're now going to dig in here and get out a pearl. If you happen to do this, basically what this represents is what you can do is grab some of these things over here on the left-hand side. So if you grab a pearl, basically the rove, that's what this kind of thing is. And by the way, what rove kind of means, it's kind of a word which I wouldn't have said have used, but it means remotely operated vehicle, is you can basically grab the top 2 cards from the pearl deck, and so you'll grab these 2, you're not going to show anybody else, and then what you're going to do is you're going to place them in front of you. So this is important, as I'll come back onto later, because at the end of the game, each player who possesses the pearl cards will score 1 to 4 of their pearl cards. So you might want to do that. Now, a different thing you could be doing is doing the fish action, which is over here. Over the fish action, what they actually do is take 2 cards from the fish draw pile. And what you're going to do is pick one of them, And what you're going to do is place the other one face up in front of you, sorry, face down in front of you, and put the other one back at the bottom of that fish pile. So what do these various things do? Well, there's various things that these cards can represent. They can, for example, recover a treasure tile, and they can do other things as well. So that's an example they can do. Like I said, you can recover a remaining treasure token on the board, or you could do something different. You could get here, which basically is going to be worth 4 pearls. What was the other thing we could do? Sorry, we're on the fish ones, aren't we? You could choose to get pufferfish. So this is important because you're trying to get different types of fish, and I'll explain how that works in a moment. But let's just go to the other options. You have the starfish, which we kind of briefly looked at a second ago. Again, they're giving you pearls, and we'd already talked briefly earlier about starfish. So again, they are allowing you to claim one of these things, and as you can see, there are various extra fish you can get, and other things you can do too. You can swap things around, and I think starfish aren't that as interesting, generally speaking, with these kind of cards. You want more pearl cards, and you want more fish cards in particular. But if you see one of those swapping around things, just to show you how that looks, everything is listed in the rulebook too. So for example, if you have something like this, for each die left in the research station, what you can do is you can draw 1 card from those available in the 4 piles. So if you have another, I don't know, a starfish, you can draw another starfish. If you have another fish, you can draw a fish or a pearl, etc. So there's 3 things left to pick. You could do the octopus. What this represents is basically it's exploring the habitat of a reef. It's a reef octopus. And you're going to place one of your octopuses or octopus on the picture or octopi on the octopus above the die you just placed. So imagine I went, I don't know, here. I'm going to place this on here too, and it's now locked in. What this means is for each die now lying on this reef, including the one just placed, you're going to get 1 point. So you can take your diver and move along, say 3 if there are already 2 other dice. 1, 2, 3. So then those go out too. That's what octopus does. Now, it also happens throughout the game, if somebody's placed one there, is you get 1 victory point if he or she, or another player basically, has placed another octopus on a different reef. Also, you get 2 victory points for each die in the colour of that reef as well. So if there's any more of these yellow dice here too, you can also get more points too. We also have the diver. So let's talk about the diver, which is here. Basically, they're driving this rov around to a reef, and you're going to place your diver on the picture where you've just placed it. And at the end of the game, you're going to each die placed on that reef gives them a bonus. So this, for example, could be here, and again, you're trying to place more and more of those things on there too. Always moving that dive around is actually your ship that you're going to move around to. It's important because sometimes you're going to be jumping up to the next nearest 5. That can happen quite a bit in this game too, which relates to jellyfish, which is this one here. So you're going to jump to the next nearest 5. Jellyfish is basically represented by this red jellyfish for some reason, as opposed to the lighter colours. I'm guessing it's translucent, it sticks in. So we've talked about all of the different things apart from the turtle. So there we have the turtle over here as well. And what this means is basically the rov is studying a turtle as detected on the reef. And you're going to take that the turtle tile lying above the die that you've just placed. So maybe I place it here, let's say. And that allows me to take this one. And basically you want to take that bonus. So let's just quickly talk about what we see out here. This one means you can receive the bonus of one of the turtles lying next to the game board. So of course there have been 2 out. This one lets you place that ghost die. So there's something else you could do. Take 1 or 2 white special dice, or kind of translucent ones, immediately roll it and place it on any occupied reef spot. This one over here, what this relates to is take the top card of the island pile. Over here, so these are over here. Over here we have another kind of ghost die. This one allows you to take 1 for the fish pile, etc. And that's pretty much how the game's going to go. Again, you're going to be blocking stuff off as the game goes on because these tiles are going to be put out in places. And let's talk about scoring. Well, again, you're going to have various bonuses going on from various types of cards. So this one could have, like I said, there's various bonuses. For example, you could do better for pearl scoring. So in the order of play, you're basically going to reveal their star cards, so starfish cards first. And basically anything with, let's say, a starfish on it, or an enemy, what they can do is worth extra points. Anything with a diver, again, is going to score along here. You can have the fish cards, which are going to be, if you've only got 1 fish, 1 type of fish, that's 3 points. But if you have 2, you're going to be worth 7 points, like that puffer fish. 3, that kind of, we saw that anemone fish, the clownfish, that or Nemo fish, that is 3 is 12 points, 4 is 18 points, and 5 is 25 points. And lastly, we have pearl cards. You're going to get the 4 most valuable pearl cards and score them too. Highest score is going to be the winner of the game. And that's it. It's a very light game. For my review, I would give this kind of more like a 6 out of 10. It's good, but it's not encouraged. I mean, I'm borrowing this game, and yeah, he said, you know, like he wasn't really up for playing it. And when people have been around, it hasn't been highly encouraged. We have played it as a 2. I played with a friend, and yeah, we didn't kind of get on too well. Bit of push of luck. It's basically just play what the dice are, and of course everyone's changing around each turn to see who's rolling dice. But maybe you find this of interest. It is colourful and nice, and it's more aimed for kids. But I hope you found this of interest and more of a lighter experience. But that's it. Enjoy the game Coralia, and lovely name that is. Back to the table.